Hello again, YouTube. Just wanted to do another update video on the garden. Haven't done one in a while. We've been having a lot of rain out here in this area. If you live on the East Coast, then you know what I'm talking about. We've made a few changes in the garden, and wanted to kind of show you that, as well as updating a few of the items and how they're growing out here. First off, as soon as we come in, we've got our melon patch. I'm hoping that you guys can see all of the melons, watermelons I should say, that we have growing out here. We put all of the watermelons on a piece of cardboard to keep them off the ground. We were told that that would help to keep away some of the rot on them. They are growing really rapid. We're hoping to be able to have most of them complete their growth cycle around the same time, and we're just going to put them in the back of the pickup truck, drive them down by the street, and sell them to people that drive by, just so we can get rid of some of them, because we have so many of them, as you can see out here. This is probably the biggest one that I can see out here, and as you can see, it's a big one. And we have a couple of those that size, one by the fence, one over here, a couple of round ones as well. Oop, found some fire ants. That's not going to be fun. We have a lot of other styles in here, different colors and textures of them. Mixed in with the watermelons, we have other regular melons, some new baby ones coming in. Got my cantaloupe right there. Another melon farther out there. Another melon in there. Anywhere where there's cardboard. Nice little baby ones growing in here. Here's another baby one started here. Got to keep all the bugs off of them. And of course, we got a couple right on the edge here. Like I said, we've gotten a lot of water, or a lot of rain lately, so they've gotten a lot of water, so they're probably going to start to grow faster. Our grape is starting to vine onto the fence. Don't know if that's a good thing or not, but I need to get out here and build a trellis for it to go on better. Our corn, our Indian corn, or multicolored corn, or whatever you want to call it there, we pulled out most of the plants. I have a couple here that have a few on it. That's just to keep the deer interested in the area. We did replant some of the kernels from this corn in the ground, so we have new plants started. And we're going to see if we can get another small little crop of the corn, because my wife enjoys it so much. Got a fig tree that's inside the garden here, is growing real nice. Blueberries look about the same. Raspberries about the same. Our purple sweet potato patch is growing and trying to take over my walkway again. I'm going to have to come back and trim these all back. You can remember from the last video, they were trimmed back pretty far back in here. We like to keep them back, or at least try to keep them back about a foot from the, or two from the artichokes that are growing here. So they've been growing because they've been nice and happy. Got a few other plants over here that are growing nice. We had to pull out several things that were dying. We pulled out some of our zucchini that we're done processing. We still have one zucchini plant that's over here, and it still has zucchinis growing on it. And as you can see with the zucchini plant, it starts off as one big root, and it goes off, and I guess it fingers off or branches off in this direction and that direction, and once it starts to decay, we just rip it off of the main branch and let it keep growing the other way as long as it's still producing the fruit. Everybody on YouTube and the people that I've talked to does it differently, but this is the way we've done it. We've had success doing it. As long as we keep the keep pulling off the dead parts off of the main branch, then Like I said, we're going to keep producing. Got some squash there, squash here. See one hiding in there too on that branch. And these ones over here are still producing, but you can see that the flower buds on them from the water damage, from too much water, doesn't help either. This is the last of our zucchini squash plants that we have out here. We did add some banana pepper plants along here in this line to try and see if we can get some of those, because we've just been enjoying the peppers so far. These are our lunchbox peppers in here, and they're growing pretty nice in there. They're just nice little small peppers, nice sweet peppers. The darker colors you get, the better. Some of them get longer shapes and things, but they're all nice. Jalapenos, been getting a lot of these picked lately because we're going to be making salsas, or hot sauces I should say, today. So I'll be starting on some of those. We do have a couple of serrano pepper plants, one single dragon cayenne one over here. We've got our regular cucumbers. This is one little plant, goes along the fence here, and it grows and grows and grows really well. And I like the weird ones that grow into the fence, but then they're really hard to dig out later. You have to break it off in there. But I can probably see about 5 or 6 on here that we can pick. Purple bells, both of those are not doing good at all. Don't know what happened, what we did wrong with those. They're next to everything else that's growing nicely. It is just not happy. You can see we got green bell peppers here, and they look really nice. For some reason, we've got a ghost pepper that is dragged over here, probably by some critter that thought it was good until they bit into it. So ha 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 to you. Bell peppers, bell peppers. Nice looking bell peppers in here, and they're really big. Bell peppers. Then we jump into the yellow ones. We had to put extra support on these because they're starting to bend down the branches on top of the twine that we put in there. But we do have a lot of bell peppers. So some more yellow ones growing on these. We did pull a lot. We got a lot of bell peppers off of the plants already, and we did some stuffed ones, and we froze some. Got a lot of weird bugs getting on these bell peppers, but getting a lot of production off of them. These are the red ones. These are kind of harder to get out of there because it's wedged in between the branches, and it's wedged between the tomato rack that we have it in, and it's just buried right in the middle of there. And that's what they like to do for some reason. But that's where the nicest, biggest ones come, is right in the middle. If not, they get on these branches like this, and they get overwhelmed by the weight on one branch, and it tries to pull it down. So we have to end up staking it and tying it up. And then the wind comes with the rain, like it did the last couple days, and tries to blow the plants over because of the weight. So then we're going to end up staking them the other direction. But we'll see how that turns out. Got tomatoes still coming up. Cherry tomatoes, Roma tomatoes. We're picking tomatoes pretty much every day now to keep them going off. We made the salsas, as you've probably seen in some other videos. Canned some of those. I've been doing some other canning, practicing some canning on some of the bell peppers. We tried roasting some and canning them. I'll show you that video is coming up as well when I show some other canning stuff we're doing. Over here we used to have our cucumber pickles for cucumbering, and We got so many cucumbers, and we probably canned probably 3.5 cases of pickles, and that's way more than we need, and that's not even counting the ones we've already given away. So the plant was pretty much getting down near the end, so we pulled it out, and we have planted in here some orange and yellow cherry tomatoes in here to see if they're going to grow. Hopefully the little mole crickets don't get in there and eat the starter plants. We got some more regular tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, a lot of cherry tomatoes, still going strong. Like I said, some of the plants, they're really going good, and then some of these other ones right next to them, dying back. Don't understand it. You all got the same food, same amount of water, but like I said, this one here, it's not producing anymore, so we're going to be pulling this one out and put something else in its place. This one, even though it looks ugly, is still producing fruit. Like I said, it doesn't make any sense, so I'm going to start trimming this one back some. This one here, it's got some dead look on the bottom, but up on top, totally green. Going along the fence line. Got my poblano peppers back there growing nice. Back over here, we've got the ghost peppers. You can see a lot of orange going in there. A lot of orange in here. That's all ghost peppers, and more ghost peppers. And you come up to the next plant in here, and you've got your habaneros, and we've got a lot of habaneros. We're going to be doing some habanero hot sauce today, as well as on here we've got the dragon cayenne peppers, which is another hot sauce I'm going to be making and canning today. I'm going to can some, and then I'm going to actually bottle some so that we can give it away. But we have a lot of peppers, and this is just the ones we haven't picked yet, because like I said, it's been raining for a couple of days, so we haven't been out here to pick these. And then the next plant over is of course another jalapeno. Lots of jalapenos. But I'm going to be mixing a jalapeno hot sauce, a dragon cayenne hot sauce, a habanero hot sauce, and a ghost pepper hot sauce. And I've got some recipes that I got off of YouTube, and I'm going to try them out and see how those go. The ghost pepper one that I have right now is just pretty much straight ghost pepper, but I did see a couple of them online where they mix it down with peaches and or mangoes or something, and the sweetness helps to cut down a little bit on the heat, but it still gives you the flavor. So I may go that option, since I am not a super spicy eater guy. At my age, you can't eat the hot stuff like you could when you were a kid. We still got our Anaheim chilies growing really nice. Getting some really nice growth here. We should be able to pick these in another few days, hopefully. And that's back to the bell peppers again. We pulled out most of the onions. We were having a little bit of problem with some critters for those. We still have our leeks, and our leeks growing over there, along with a mixture of a few more melons here. Melons are starting to take over. We're going to be planting a few other items. We have eggplants. Those are new. We're going to try and grow some of those. We're tired of buying those at the market. So if you get tired of paying money for them, just grow them yourself. That's what we do. But this is where the garden's at today. Finally on a fairly sunny day before the rain hits us again in a couple hours. It's looking pretty nice. Everything looks really nice and green. Hope you enjoy it. Talk to you later.